Hello and welcome to Productivity Nerd, a podcast all about getting shit done, hopefully in an elegant way that doesn't leave you too broken. In our crazy worlds, we're all about balancing the need to work enough to make ends meet, enough not to annoy our bosses, but also enough that we feel like we've done enough, which can be a whole different psychological and emotional ballgame, along with the human need to rest and stay well. Plus, on top of that, we'd quite like to enjoy ourselves, maybe just a little bit along the way, spending quality time with those we love. I, for one, love hearing about how people get that balance and work more efficiently so they have more time to do the things that they love. Hello and welcome to Productivity Nerd, the mini pod, a teeny tiny pod that could have been a blog if you wanted to use your eyes and not your ears. I'm Kathy, and today we are talking about something I love, the done for the day checklist. Now, this may sound a bit familiar, it's a little bit like a ritual, but this is just pulling that out, I think. But it is essentially a ritual. It stops your work day sort of melting into your evening like a dodgy bar of dairy milk on a hot day. So it's about setting some boundaries, it's about peace of mind, and it's absolutely one of those tomorrow's Kathy will thank today's Kathy for doing this. So let's get into it. Why you need a wrap-up ritual. Most of us end our day without really giving it too much thought. Maybe the dogs need dinner and we give up ignoring them. Maybe the door goes and you think, oh, that'll do. Or you head off to get your train. Laptop shut, biscuit crumbs on the desk, half a glass of water, and we leg it out the room muttering, I'll sort that out tomorrow. And we might, right? Between now and then, we might lie awake thinking about it. Or the sort of list just quietly festers, nudging our subconscious. If you embrace the idea of a wrap-up ritual, a checklist will tell your brain really nicely, you're safe, work is handled, and go and have a life now. It is a psychological off switch, and we all could do one of those, right? So if you want to try this, how on earth do you go about it? So first thing, capture the things straggling about. So spend 2 minutes just scooping up anything that is still floating around your brain. So that might be tasks you still need to do, the client email in your inbox that you read but didn't do anything about, a Slack ping you read and forgot to mark as unread, but neither did you actually do anything with it, any thoughts for ideas or tasks that you need to do that you haven't recorded anywhere. Write it all down, clear your brain, get rid of those mental squatters. Checklist 2, tidy your desks and your digital desks. So if your desk, and mine currently does look like a bomb's gone off on it, on my task list today is tidy desk. Clear it. Make it somewhere you want to come back to tomorrow, right? Then think about your digital desk. We talked about tabs on a mini pod, didn't we? How many tabs have you got open? What does your physical desk look like? Not your physical, I'm thinking desktop, but you know what I mean. When you open your computer tomorrow, what kind of level of horror is it going to convey? Close those million tabs. Yeah, even the one about the house plants that you're definitely going to read. Save what needs saving or write it down to come back to later. Put files where they belong, not in the sort of downloads folder. Just give it a bit of a tidy online and offline. Step 3, look at your calendar. What's happening tomorrow? Any meetings? Anything going to sneak up on you first thing that you haven't prepped for? Any, oh my God, I totally forgot that was happening moments or deadlines that you perhaps need to plan, like now or first thing. If something needs doing, then jot down the first action and remember that vague equals stress, clarity equals calm. So you don't need to write out the whole thing, but don't write something nebulous like sort marketing, right? That's a little bit wide, a little bit vague. Write one LinkedIn post might be your starting point, right? Keep it specific. So next checklist item, prioritize for tomorrow. Ideally prioritize 3 things, not 10, not 27, just 3 if you can. Make those your top 3. Everything else comes underneath as a nice to do it if you can get through it. Your future things should be things that are going to actually move you forward. So things that are going to have an impact should make your top 3. Anything else comes just underneath in the I'll get to it if I get to it list. If you want extra credit, and I know you do because you're nerdy like me, put those 3 things in priority order. There's a thought. And next step, close the day with a cue. So we humans, we love a bit of ritual. Tells our brains that the role is switching. We're moving from daytime work person to evening chill out person. You may have a different cue. I definitely once, when I first started working from home very badly, got in the habit of pouring a glass of wine whenever I finished work. This is not good for your mental health, your physical health, or anything else, frankly. I mean, it's nice, but neither is it appropriate every single day of the week, let me tell you. Very bad habit. Whatever your cue might be closing the laptop, it might be writing the last bit of your planner, it might be, I think it's Daniel Pink who has a kind of closed down phrase that says, and we're gone, or something, just that tells the brain work is done. Might switch from, um, I remember during COVID, I had work slippers and evening slippers. Ludicrous, I realised, right? But it was a cue that said, I'm no longer in work mode, I am in home time mode. And I just had literally different slippers. They were marginally fluffier in the evening. What can I say? Maybe even walk around the block, get some fresh air, pretend it's your commute. Whatever it might be, find that cue and reinforce it every day so that your brain starts to associate that cue with, right, now it's downtime. Your brain will start to learn that pattern. I know it's a bit Pavlovian. Um, Definitely don't recommend the wine thing. I mean, a bit, maybe, but not every day, right? So work out what your cue is going to be. And as you run out the building, run out the room, leave the dining room table, whatever it may be, celebrate something, right? It doesn't matter how small. I sent the email I've been hiding from for a week. I only had 13 cups of coffee, not 14. I didn't strangle anybody today that annoyed me. It doesn't matter what it is. Could be we could be having a low bar day. That's fine, but you will have accomplished stuff. Okay, it may not have been what was on your list. We're not always in full control of our daily working lives. Stuff happens, but most of the time you'll have done something else, right? So celebrate that just so you've got that nice little dopamine hit of, yeah, I did that. Good for me. So that was our done for the day mini pod. The beauty of it is it gives you a bit of closure. Instead of ending the day on a cliffhanger, you land softly, gently, all those loose ends tucked in, and then you start the next day in the best possible way to have an amazing day. Thank you so much for listening. That was Productivity Nerd. I will see you next time for another dose of getting some stuff done. Thanks. Bye.